7 in all. And today I'm coming to you with a tutorial to show you how I am able to print half-size booklets like this, which you might be familiar. The Good and the Beautiful offers quite a few readers that are part of their free language arts PDF curriculums, as well as also the levels that are not free, that are paid, have readers that are half size. And at first I was also super scared and did not know how to actually print these books out in such a way that they were just like a normal little reading book. So I'm going to show you the way that I figured out how to do it today, which it's honestly not hard, but this is just in case you're like me and when it comes to a fight or flight type of response to anything with technology, my normal response is flight. But in this case, I decided to fight, and if you take just a little bit to figure it out, you can come up, you can figure out the settings, and you can make a really nice, neat little book that will not fall apart and will stay good quality for you and your kids to use. So this is good for the Good and the Beautiful PDFs or any kind of free public domain books that you can find online, or even if you sometimes just want to print a printable at half size, save on paper, this is a really good option. Now, the very first thing I do is I place a thicker sheet of paper on top of all the paper in my printer. I do this so that the cover will be printed on a thicker sheet of paper. Then I open the document in my Adobe PDF reader and I choose this booklet printing setting right here. And I make sure that it is set to print on both sides of the page. So you can look at those settings, and I print the entire document this way. My printer does do automatic double-sided printing, which I think makes this much easier of a task. It is, you can look at your printer and how it is set to do double-sided printing. But when it's automatic, it does make your life pretty easy. And then you just have to sit back and let the printer do its thing. Now, once the entire document has been printed, then it's your time to get busy, and you can get your paper cutter and get to work cutting the sheets of the paper in half so that you can create your book. And I recommend a paper cutter in this style. They are very powerful and work excellently. This one is about 30 years old, but I will link to a similar one down below. And you do want to be a little bit careful. Take your time with this step. Don't rush it, because you want to make sure that every set of pages you're cutting is exactly in half so that both sides of the page will be exactly even when you create your book. So then you can just take little handfuls of pages at a time, however many pages your paper cutter can handle, cut them exactly in half, and then make sure you're placing the stack of pages that's meant to go toward the end of the book on one side and the set of pages that is meant to go toward the beginning on the other side. So just as you cut, keep an eye on the page numbers so that you're lining the pages up correctly. And that might sound a little confusing, but when you're doing it and you're seeing how the booklet is printed, it does make sense. Just trust me on that one. It's not too hard to figure out. But you'll just have to take a few minutes to cut the pages carefully and get them all stacked up very neatly at the end. And now that I have my pages all neatly cut and stacked, I'll make sure that they're very, very straight, and then I will bind them using the method that I showed in a different video, which is very simple. I'm just going to put staples. I'll put them very close to the edge on this book because we don't have a very wide margin that we're dealing with. But I'll put staples close to the edge, and then I will just place some cute colored duct tape over the staples so that they won't scratch or catch on anything. And we'll end up with a really nice and neat little book this way. You can put, what's it called? Clear contact paper over the cover if you'd like, kind of in the same way that they used to do it with maybe library books or textbooks, to give the cover a little bit more sturdiness and stability as well. I hope that video was helpful as I talked you through my process, and if it was helpful, please do give this video a like, and you can subscribe to this channel, 7 and All, for more from our adventurous and creative homeschooling family. Bye!